So like pretty much anything you like to do, if you just do it more simply, somehow it always becomes 10 times better. And for me, that was music stuff, because for the past couple of years I've been running around learning how to record and doing all this stuff, which is all great. It'll pay off eventually, and it's good to know. But it's like all the living and all the good stuff related to that comes from working with people. And then furthermore, it's not like I needed any of it. It was just an endless rabbit hole. Turns out life usually gives you the basics you need. Without you having to do anything, you'll get the basic things you need. For me, that's just a piano, and it's like life has given me access to that, but I haven't taken advantage of it. Or, and sometimes if you would just stop zooming around, you would see what you've been given at the outset. So like for the past few years, that's been a lot of free time and a scheduling opportunity where I could go out and see the world a bit and just kind of be in things. And I don't know if I've really taken advantage of that. So I'm going to try and take another year to sort of vagabond and figure out what I'm up to, and take advantage of what's been given to me, because as far as I'm concerned, some of the most interesting stuff is absolutely free. And I always call that core activity. And that's been written about by a lot of people. Csikszentmihalyi, the guy that wrote Flow, he wrote about how the more expenditure and the more resources are involved in the activity you're doing, the less psychic energy is involved. And then, so the less real satisfaction you're going to get from it. And I found that to be true. The simpler the activity, and I think it depends on what you're into, but the more basic and confined the activity, the more you invest in kind of the nuances, So like I start to notice, if I'm playing piano, the very like hue and texture of the sensation of combining tones with one another. So, the raw sensates of playing and how it feels to actually sort of enact that, like the texture of my cognitions, that becomes its own artifact, And so I could spend a long time trying to tease out those different things I find compelling about playing music, and what I like about piano versus drum set versus a keyboard instrument with mallets. I don't know, there's something different for each of those that I find really compelling. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to document, like, whatever it is you want to do, the core activity is there. So just as an example, let's say you were someone who wanted to like vlog or do something, or travel or whatever. It's like, well, have you walked around your neighborhood yet? Because that is the core activity, and you'd be surprised at what you haven't seen, down the alleyway from your house. So it's all right there. There's nothing keeping you from doing the thing you're interested in. And so I just suggest that you start today and realize that there's not a single material blocker, because everything valuable about anything activity is psychic. It's all contained in your episodes of cognition. So you're free to study and get to work on that stuff whenever. It's all out there for free, and then let the material bit come later. And like I said, life seems to always supply just what you need. So it doesn't matter where you're at. Everyone's playing the same game, just at a different location. Every person feels some sort of lack, or every person feels like it's this whole trying to make ourselves feel legitimate. You can just sidestep that process regardless of where you are. It doesn't matter if you're like some Silicon Valley freak or some moron and you feel like you're a loser. I don't know. Maybe just be done with it. You're allowed to do that. So if it's any consolation, I don't I don't need to be anyone's guru, but okay, that's it for today.